This is Fackings Friday for October 24th. I am Phil Olson.
I'm Tyrone.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Like the shows, we don't do many these days.
I know we don't. And when we do, we have technical difficulties.
Last week was it almost didn't even happen, but we had to get it going just for Phil's announcement. It was the worst time for it to
yeah, it was rough. It was rough. So
Google changed the way they do the broadcasts and shit. So
yeah, that didn't help. So the whole process.
So how's your vagina doing?
It's doing all right, man. I think I got it all cleared up. I think I
did you
took some of those testosterone shots.
Oh, did you? Okay, get a little testosterone going in.
It's been a tough week. I'm not gonna lie.
I cannot tell a lie.
All the feels, all the realizations, and let's leave it at that for right now.
It's it has a breakdown feel to it. It's funny because I just did a back to the basics and I talked about that, just about how you feel and reconciling, your real feelings versus your vacation feelings, and the fact that you were just surrounded by like-minded people, and then you get back home and you're not so much like-minded, so then it's such a stark contrast, and then just being on vacation versus day-to-day boring life as it is. So
yeah, it definitely it's the contrast. I think it's that contrast, and then the other thing with the distance, especially with Oz, is like Tampa, where I felt the same way though. I'm like, I may never see some of you guys again. That's kind of sucky. That was definitely true of Mel. It was definitely true of Mel in Tampa, but then I did see her again. I just saw her a couple days ago, but then I miss her. So I miss all of my Aussies, and I miss her little kids, and I miss going and doing the stuff that we were doing. And it's just tough. It just gives you emotional stuff.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Peaks looks like he's 7 foot tall.
That dude is a mensch, dude. He's such a sweet dude. He's a huge dude. I'm 6 foot, so you can see him standing next to me. He's huge.
Because I'm 6'6", but whenever I look at me and you next to each other, he looks much taller than me.
He's much taller than you.
Yeah,
he's much taller than you. Yeah. Cool, dude. And Max was everything I hoped for.
I don't know Max. You talk about Max all the time. I don't know. I know V, but I don't know Max.
Oh, Max Benson, man. He's what was his old?
Wait, is he the black guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's my twin who got all the melanin, which I told him in the womb. He took all the melanin, and we're brothers. So yeah.
Yeah. There was something about one of his videos that rubbed me the wrong way, and I don't remember what it was.
I think he'd be right up your alley because he's like a no bullshit kind of dude. Like.
He is. I know.
Scale.
No, I know. I know that we had a lot of like-mindedness because you talked about him before.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember what it was, but I was watching one of his videos and I was like, no.
I don't know. Max was a mensch, and then of course V. I mean, V is my guy. V is awesome, and then all the ladies. I mean, my God, the ladies were so sweet and they're so just thoughtful, and it was great, man. It was just a really good time, and to see shit like the Opera House and the Bridge in real life, you're like, it's like surreal. You're like, I'm standing here.
It doesn't let down. I've been to so many monuments that are such a letdown once you get to them.
Oh, shit, no. It was one of those things where I was like, holy shit, this is really happening. And another thing that Mel did a great job of was picking things that she had never done before either. So it was like a first-time experience for everybody. So like when Amy and Alex, whom are amazing as well, when Amy and Alex and Mel and I went kind of around the bay, or on the harbor rather, and we were like hiking around and taking pictures, none of them have ever seen that. So it was kind of cool. We all got to experience for like a first-time thing together. It was cool. So it was good times. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So what's your thoughts of Australia? Is it everything an American thinks it's going to be?
It's so unique. Like the whole time I was there, I was trying to say, well, this is kind of like this place and that place, but it's Oz. I can't explain it. It's got its own feel, and I was wild by it. I actually would love to go work in Brisbane for a couple of years. Like I would love to try working there for a while. I know it's tough to get a work visa, but I really be interested.
So is Brisbane kind of is it like a Seattle vibe, or is it like a New York vibe? I mean, what kind of city vibe is it?
No, that's the thing. It's like no other city I've ever been in. It's when you go to a big city, you feel like you're cramped in. It's dark. It's kind of dank, and it's kind of You just don't feel like it's very
That's
exciting.
how Denver feels. Denver's
Yeah, right, exactly, right. It's just very closed in.
Mhm.
This is like, and I have a picture of Brisbane. I should probably post it, but there's like a river through the city, right? And on one side of the river, you've got like,
Like
yeah,
Portland? Have you been to Portland? How Portland has a river and the big bridges?
yeah, it's got the bridges, it's got the river. I haven't been to Portland, but it's got a whole water park of like things like little kids can swim in, and there's boardwalks and these overarching like flower trellises that you can
Mhm.
walk under, and there's shops and restaurants all along the side. And then across the river are these huge skyscrapers, but it feels open and airy and very it's very outdoorsy. And oh man, I hate cities. I would live in Brisbane in a heartbeat. I'm talking. I
Oh,
would
it
move there
sounds like,
tomorrow morning.
yeah. Like Boulder? I think it's kind of Boulder.
Yeah, I haven't been up in Boulder enough to. I mean, it feels like a big city, but like a big city, well spread out and well planned. I can't explain it. It's like no other place. I should.
No, they have like 5 cities, so they didn't, I mean.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, all the big ones, right? Melbourne, Sydney, all the ones on the coast, at least the
Right.
East Coast. I don't know the West Coast too well, and I know there's like little towns in between, and then up north in Perth and stuff. But even look, Max threw up some photos of Melbourne, and it looks pretty cool too. But if I was going to move there and work for 2 years, I'd want to work in Brisbane for sure. It really grabbed me. Of all the cities I saw, including Sydney,
Mhm.
I thought Melbourne was really my kind of speed. It was cool. So.
Now, what about the culture? Did you notice? Is the culture like, to me? I think of like a manly Canadian whenever I think of maybe the culture of Australia.
Yeah, that's more. I've really felt like it was unique enough. It was familiar enough to be where you'd be comfortable living there, but it was unique enough to be an adventure. Like
Mhm.
I can't explain it. And all the people were great. I met Mel's parents. We went up to Mel's parents' place, and that's kind of like up in the hills and looking out over this valley. And then I was down in the cities, and then we went to the beach, and we went. I mean, it's just you can get these totally different feels within driving distance of like 10, 15 minutes. It's nuts, totly nuts. And
I think New Zealand is like that, but even more extreme. Like, I think if I were to choose, I might go with New Zealand instead of Australia.
I'd have to visit New Zealand, and I certainly want to. That's on my list. But I'll tell you right now, if somebody offered me an opportunity in Brisbane tomorrow, it would be a little difficult to do it tomorrow because I have to sell all my shit. But I would definitely take them up on it. I would do it for a couple of years at least. I'd do a contract, no problem. And I love it here. I love it here. So I would pack my guns in my safe, put them in some storage somewhere, and I'd be gone.
Yeah, how does that work? You wouldn't be able to bring all your guns, could you?
I wouldn't be able to bring probably any of them. I probably could get my bolt action rifles eventually.
Yeah.
I'd have to ask, but that would be like the least of my concerns, even if unless I was going to live there permanently. I don't think
Right.
I'd
I mean, I'm just thinking a guy who always has a gun
know.
on him or is messing with a gun, to all of a sudden that just be absent. Like, that seems.
It would be weird, but it would be such an adventure in a new place. I don't know, man. I think I could do it for a while. I think I would miss shooting for sure, because like shooting's very centering for me, because it's very about breath control and focus and clearing your mind and being very quiet. Take up archery. I'll figure something out. I'll find something else.
You could take up some boomerang.
What? What can I take up?
Boomerang.
Boomerangs, right? I got the hat
you-
for it now.
Did you see any of the Aboriginals? Are Aboriginals like they're Native Americans, right?
Yeah, I think that's kind of more the feel. I think. Sorry, Aussies. I might throw you under the bus here. I'm sure this is a generalization, but I think we like our Native Americans a little more than they like their Aboriginals. Let's just leave it at that. I get the distinct impression there's some aggression there. Let's leave it at that.
So but I don't think it's racism. It's like culturism. Like, it's
Right.
not the fact that they're black that they don't like. It's
No.
that they're Aboriginal.
And I think it's because and again, I'm just an American shooting my mouth off. So pardon me.
No,
But
because that's the feeling I've always got. Is like
Yeah.
it's like 1950s Mississippi for a black person.
not quite like that. I would say it's more like, hey, quit drinking your life away and stop making excuses and be part of society. Okay, yeah, you got fucked. We know. We're sorry. Come join us now, please. And I think that a lot of those tribes and peoples are just like, no, we want to remain our own thing. But the problem is, remaining their own thing is they're kind of like, I get the impression, and I didn't meet any of them, that they're kind of got a lot of the same social problems you see on the reservations, like a lot of drinking problems, a lot of education problems, a lot of, family unit kind of issues, and I don't know. I just feel like
when the white man comes in and attempts genocide against you, that's what happens. You have to drink for centuries to kill
drink it away.
Yes.
Like that song, "I Can't Drink You Away."
I can't drink you away. That's right. That's Justin Timberlake.
Is it? I didn't know that.
I was grooving on that song for a long time. So, but did you get to see any of them baby-sized huntsman spiders?
Yes, one. Mel and I went down to her garage, and her garage door is manual. So,
manual.
Door.
What
the
fuck? Manual.
And this little spider, runs across the concrete. And she's, "Oh, look, a baby huntsman." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, I don't even know this.
Where's Mama?
I did not see any snakes, spiders, or other dangerous critters the entire time. Was there sharks? So they were all behaving for my visit. So thank you.
So did you see like are there kangaroo like our deer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her Mel's dad was saying that there were some outside that morning at the house in the morning. So they come out in the morning, eat your yard up, and then they go back to doing what they're doing. I guess they come back in the evening.
Yeah, just like deer.
Yeah, just like deer.
Okay.
I ate one of them, as a matter of fact, while I was there.
Actually, a lot of Americans,
They were good.
Because Jack in the Box got shut down back in the day because they were serving kangaroo meat for their hamburger meat. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's better meat. It's leaner. It's better for you. It tastes amazing.
I mean, Americans, we're just very like cow, chicken. We don't think of horse or
dog or
I don't know why kangaroo wouldn't, because to me that's the same as
they're like fucking deer. I'm telling you. They remind me of deer in their attitude too. They're very blasé about.
There's like, "Oh, hey,
what's up?
I'm just. Oh no, I'm here. You're gonna go somewhere else because I'm
right.
Here. And if you come over here, I'm gonna fuck you up. So just go around me."
Yeah, they're like deer with an attitude because they could kick the shit out of you. So.
Yeah, I've seen many videos, and I guess they have some sort of a spur or a claw that's on the back of their heel that they can like gut you with.
I'm not aware of that, but that sounds good. It sounds like a raptor, though. But I mean, maybe.
No, I'm telling you,
I believe you.
It has something. It's something like that. And then I hear like koala bears are like, "Oh, I'm so cute and cuddly, and I'm gonna rip your face off."
Yeah, I think that's probably true too. The non-domesticated ones are probably pretty vicious.
What, they have them as pets?
Well, like in the zoos, when we went to Dream World, which is like an amusement park, they had like. You could walk in this area where the kangaroos are just walking around free, and the koalas are just kind of sitting there climbing on branches, and you can just be right there with them. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's good.
They're not a bear, though, right?
They're not a bear. No, they're not actually a bear.
Are they a marsupial?
I think they're marsupial. I'm not 100% positive about that, but I know they're not a bear for sure.
Right, because marsupials are pouched animals.
Yeah, and I don't know that they have pouches, but
no, because I think their baby just cling to their.
Some damn Aussies have got to be in the chat. Please correct our ugly American ways here. Yeah, so it was good. How about New Orleans? How was New Orleans? You guys get some gators?
It sucked.
It sucked.
Fucking, I just like, God, I just want to go home. No, it was awesome as always, and oh fucking hell, ate so much. I mean, we didn't eat bad necessarily. We weren't eating like a lot of junk food. Although we did, the last night I was there, we had like some cheesecake. I could only have a little bit of it, but fucking Tanya was making all these like crab dips and gumbo. Like she made a whole big thing of gumbo that she normally like the whole family eats and she gives away to people and everything like that. And I ate like enough for all of them.
And then threw up and ate some more.
I didn't throw up. I came close a couple times, and then she made this crab dip, and then I made her make me more of it. It was so good.
Put you to work.
And I had some bread, like some real light French bread, and almost like a baguette, but soft. And I didn't get too sick off that, but then I had like this, it was like a crawfish bread the last night. John ordered it. I had some of it. It was too much, made me sick. I only had a couple bites, but it made me nauseous. So I don't know why that is. But
so I got information that koalas are marsupials and they do have pouches.
Oh, okay, very good.
It's from a reliable Aussie source.
Oh, before I forget, go see that new Dracula movie.
Dude, I
It's,
want to see that. I love that rendition of Welcome to Your Life, that really slow, kind of creepy version. And
mhm.
so I was hooked after I saw the trailer. I'm like, I'm going. Looks good. So
I wasn't really into it. I was like, oh, okay, Dracula, medieval times. Ooh, haven't seen that before. But then, but we ended up going because we went out and we went on like this trail, and then we went to a Cinebistro, which is like a restaurant with a movie theater in it. Um, and we went there, and I was like, wow, that was a fucking good movie because it had a ton of backstory, right? And then it had a real superhero vibe. Like it was almost like he got this superhero power. You know what I mean?
right.
Um, and then it felt like they were going to end it at a certain point, and I was like, those motherfuckers. Like I was so pissed. I was like it was just a setup for part two, but no, they ended up tying it up. But
Nice. Oh, good, good, good.
I mean, some of it just because you know the story of Dracula,
Right.
so
From
you're
source,
like,
right?
well,
Yeah.
there are certain things that are going to have to happen here, unless they just totally fuck with the story of vampires, which they don't necessarily do, but it's fucking cool. It's kind of
Good.
like
I'm going.
what's the one with the young guy that was in Pirates of the Caribbean, played Will.
Oh, I hate it when this
I don't
happens.
know, but anyway, he was in one where he was like a crusader. He was a blacksmith. He became a crusader. It's like Sons of Heaven or something like. I don't know. It is kind of the same thing where there's so much story. It's such a good movie, and that movie's fucking badass. Too.
Nice.
I wish I could think of the name of it. But anyway, yeah.
Sure, we can IMDb it. So
Yeah, definitely
go see Dracula Untold.
go see Dracula.
Dracula.
Dracula. Okay, so everybody's, well, who's the announcement? Blah blah blah. So,
We said big announcement, so let me whip this out. Hang on, sorry, go ahead.
are you taking out your skin flap? Is that what
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going.
So, the big announcement is that this is kind of the end, but it's really the beginning, right?
Right.
So, yeah, we are leaving Fat King. So the Phil and TJ World characters or people or whatever you want to call it, we're saying adios after like 5 years of Fat Kings.
Yeah, so what we're actually going to do is we're currently in negotiations with new hosts, of which these people are in the process of the weight loss journey. They're either pre-op or about to have surgery or very early post-op. That's what we're looking for. We have some people in mind. We have not chosen anybody yet. We're in negotiations.
Well, I think we have one of the hosts pretty much chosen.
He's chosen, but he still has to. He has to be comfortable and get some stuff locked down first. But other than that, we're looking for the other one. So
we're looking for the other one. So there's a few guys that I know that I've seen that I'm going to be reaching out to and seeing if they're interested in it. If you guys know of anybody who is, they have to have a date and be like just about to have it. Like we don't want somebody who's like 6 months out from even getting. I mean, you have to be just about to have surgery, or you have to be like probably within your first month post-surgery, kind of.
Even the second month, I would be okay with. But.
Yeah, I mean, because the idea of the show is to keep it relevant to those people watching it, right? I mean, we've done our version of our journey. I mean, we've both well past goal. We're both, I mean, like now the new people are coming through, and then they need to share their experiences with the newer bunch. So the thought is to let Fat King just become its own thing, and then once those hosts go out in a year or 2 year, whatever it is, then they can hand off to the next host, and that way it keeps it fresh for that generation of WLSers, I think, because they have a little better, hand on the pulse kind of the community and things of the newer people like us. We're kind of with our group that came along with us, slightly before, slightly after us, and then some of the vets.
Yeah, so the vets have almost, at this point, become our peers because now we're kind of in the same boat. Once you kind of hit that maintenance level, you're dealing with all the other stuff, so we're kind of with the Spoons and Sarah, and
Tanya.
basically Tanya,
yeah.
a lot of those folks, Kirk and all those guys, so, and Corey. So that's not to say we don't have anything to say, but you kind of get that from my weekly video. TJ does his Back to Basics videos. So that's kind of what we're thinking. Where we're going to go with this. Doesn't mean we won't co-host to kind of transition the guys in. Doesn't mean we aren't going to do probably a few more shows, just the two of us, until we get those guys locked down. So we'll still be doing that for a while. I mean, it's not like we're going away. This is not like the last show, but yeah, I'm sure we'll come back from time to time and co-host if one of the hosts can't do it on a particular night. Always good to do that. So we'll just see where we go with that. Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you guys later.
Neo says that she's so happy Fat Kings is ending. She hates us a lot.
I know, exactly. And there's a lot of people who are naming names in the chat that, yes, one of those people is in particular already being discussed with, but we got to wait and see. So we will talk about that. But please, yeah, if you know somebody you think would be good, send it our way and or tell them to hit us up. So.
Well, Aaron says, can it be a fat queen? Who says it has to be guys? Because it's Fat Kings.
Because it's Fat Kings. You have to have a penis. It's required. I'm sorry. Just a requirement of the job.
Yeah. I mean, well, you don't have to have a penis. Like if something medically happened to you, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I guess you should have a Y chromosome.
There you go. Y chromosome. There you go.
Yeah, you're correct. Okay, that's much more politically correct too. So, yeah, people are pretty intuitive in this group. So that's pretty good. So let's see. So yeah, not really an end. And again, we always reserve the right to friggin' drop knowledge on our own channel. So we still maintain we still own the name, we still own the brand, we still own the image. So we want it back. You can pretty much bet we'll take it back. But
we're the OGs.
That would be the OGs. That's right.
And then I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll figure out something else to babble about from time to time. Maybe a coffee talk type show, or
we could do like I don't know, Fat Kings Light or Light Kings or some shit,
Fucking. Well, I did get Skinny Kings registered.
There you go, Skinny Kings.
I own Skinny Kings.
Every once in a while we can do Skinny Kings, just to fuck with people's heads. Too funny. And plus, as far as the whole Fat Queens thing, there is Size Queen Saturday. Yeah, so if there were certain two ladies that would just have a more regular show, I'm just saying. You would get
every once in a while, and let us know. Like sometimes they'll let us know ahead of time. Sometimes it's like, hey, so Size Queens is starting in 10 minutes.
Right, and then you've got the divas, bariatric divas too. So you got 3 shows that you can fill your life with. It's not a bad thing.
Isn't there still the forum, or is the forum gone?
Well, I don't know if forum's done for the season.
I mean, there's the forum, and then there's what's the other one? Gastric Rose is on. The View, not the View.
The View. The View, fucking View.
Not the forum. I want to say it's like the Quest or.
Lauren asks, "What if she puts us on a strap?"
I had already thought about
her, the XY thing. And you can't own a penis; you have to have the XY chromosome. We changed it from the penis to the XY chromosome.
Yeah, it's XY. Yeah, so not even a sex change, not a gender reassignment.
So very consistent call for Walter to be one of those hosts. So. Oh no, Corey says he just died a little. I don't want Corey to die a little. Corey's my boy. That makes me sad. Corey, we'll do a special. We'll just do a hangout. We'll go back to doing hangouts with the OGs. We'll do the OG hangout, and then that way we all get our.
We did that Tuesday hangout, and then it just kind of fell apart.
It did kind of fall apart. So, any thoughts from you about the cruise in April? Are you doing the cruise part of the WSFA, or are you?
No.
What are you thinking about that?
I think I'm not doing that.
I think you're not doing that. Okay, very good.
No, I mean, especially because
they'll make you walk a fucking plank. They just won't kick you out of the hotel. They will throw you overboard.
The big part of it is that Penny, she's gonna be not here, right? So
shooting a movie. That's right.
That's right. Shooting her movie in the desert of shooting people. And so, so I don't think I would do another one without her going to it. And then she can choose if she wants to keep going or not. But I did a what's it called? The thing I do every week. Back to basics. I did a back to basics on kind of talking about that and getting to meet other WLSers and kind of the downfalls of of going to those things. You know, I mean, my experience, it was good, but it was also extremely bad.
Emotional, very.
Yeah, it was emotional, and it was just. I think that, and this is not about Sarah's. They were great. But there are some people that I think it's better to not meet them. Like, it's probably better to not ever meet me, because there's going to be a certain illusion of that person that gets shattered, and I don't know. I don't think it's always good to meet people.
Fantastic. Sage advice.
It's bad to meet people.
I have a strong desire to go. I've got a conflict around then, and right now with some shit
This story, so in other words, you'll be going.
So I'm saying, and with the shit that's going on right now in my life, it just kind of depends on where certain things land.
Mm-hmm.
I would very much like to go, and I guess that'll kind of just see where things wash out with what's going on right now. So hopefully by then I'll have some kind of finale, or at least a decision point made at that point, and then we'll see where we go from there. So.
Oh, I mean, if the Sarahs can vague book, we can vague tube, right?
Very good. That's true. Yeah, I'm kind of becoming the king of vague in my own channel, so I apologize.
Yeah. Fucking
vague kings. I know.
God.
Sorry, but it helped a lot of people apparently.
It's because they're women.
That's true.
And the way you cried was very like.
Come on, I didn't cry.
You're like, you go, and it was very.
Fuck you, asshole. That was sincere, dude. I was trying not to cry.
It seemed like such a movie choke up. Good God, son of.
You should see when I edited it out. Fuck.
Yeah, I like your jobs. So I just gotta. And anyway, on Friday, I'm just gonna.
Right. Well, because it was ugly, dude. It was not pretty.
Yeah, it was very smooth editing.
Yeah, no, I knew it wasn't smooth editing. So.
And then Mel did her update. I watched her update, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, now I'm going to have to watch somebody else cry. And she didn't. She
Stone Cold that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Steel, they're made of steel. Ovaries of steel.
She's Australian.
That's true.
An Australian woman is very much like a male American.
She had feelings once. She didn't care for them.
I felt something once. I didn't like it.
No, I talked about that. I'm like, how did you do that?
John said that you can get a permit to own a gun. If you
I saw that. And I mean, like, look, man.
If you have a good reason, can you be like, my good reason is I'm an American.
Yeah. The good reason is I was born with a constitutional right. Oh, well, don't have that now. Yeah, no, for me to say that I'd be interested in living there says a lot about that place. I think it'd be a lot of fun to experience it for some time. I could easily see myself getting into that place. It's cool. And being back near the ocean was kind of cool too. Like just to be able to drive and like there's the freaking ocean. Like holy shit.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I know it's tough for you to imagine, but
no man, I don't know what I'm gonna do whenever we get stationed in like Kansas next.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucked.
No water.
No mountains, no water, no nothing.
Nothing. So I think it was Gasher Tiger that made some comment. Hey, you gonna come out to some festival or something? And it was Kansas City. I don't know if he's in Missouri or the Kansas side, but close enough. I'm like, who would want to go to Kansas City for any reason? Like, hey, Tyrone, I'll give you $1 million. Come to Kansas City. I'd pass.
For $1 million, you would pass?
I'd pass because I gotta pay taxes, and then Penny takes half of that. I end up like a couple $100,000, maybe.
Sign me. Yeah, okay. Do you have to stay there forever?
Just visiting, I'll pass.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, I'll go. My price has been set for anybody who's.
You gotta keep it going. I have to take this call.
Oh, fantastic! Right. I love that. So, so Oz was good. Sounds like New Orleans was good for TJ. I really want to get back down under. That was a lot of fun, and got to see a lot of great stuff, and it was good, man. It was really good. So, thank you again to everybody who was at Wonder Sleeves Down Under, and again, I mean, you know, my girl, my buddy down under, she put that all together. So, I mean, everybody was, I know, very appreciative of her doing that. So, I just gotta give her credit because she hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been in. I wouldn't have come down there. One of those people wouldn't have shown up, and I never would have got to meet him. So thanks to Mel for doing all that. That was awesome.
You're not crying, are you?
I'm not crying yet.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I know.
You want to interrupt a moment?
Yeah, I did it. I didn't want to.
No, I was just complimenting Mel on all her hard work on Wonder Sleeves Down Under. So
I thought she got a Tiffany bracelet. That was nice.
She did get a Tiffany bracelet. Yes, she did. The girls all got together and got her one, and it was very sweet. Very good looking piece of jewelry.
Should have got her one of those bracelet. What are the big bracelets everybody wears here now? And you buy the little beads.
Oh, little charms, yeah.
Well, I don't remember what they're called.
I don't know what they're called either. Yeah, I have seen a lot of them.
Those little charms are like $100 a pop. They're fucking ridiculous for each little charm that you put on. But they could represent different things.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
There you go. So make it get those, and then you get a bead every time you go to a WLS event.
There you go.
I'll be marketing that soon.
Part of your soul will die each time because you. It is tough. It is emotional to see everybody.
This is where I keep my soul.
Okay, I'm not going to see you guys again for a long, long time.
Yeah, the people who you really connect with. I mean, it's modern day. So, are you wearing a class ring?
I am.
What can't you wear that? What's that all about?
So I had this class ring from college. It's a college ring actually, and my mom had an opal put into it because it's my birthstone, and most opals come out of Australia. So I was like, oh, I'm going back down there, so I'm gonna start wearing it again, and I took it down there with me. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just notice it. It's like your watch. Like I noticed during the episodes, you've never said anything about it. Just all of a sudden you're wearing this fucking.
Right. No. Yeah. It's It's
I thought it looked like a class ring. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, it is. I just that opal is really why I'm wearing it, and it was it was just kind of cool to have it down there, and I don't know, I've just been wearing it ever since. Been thinking about it and thought, oh, what the hell, it fits now, so might as well wear it. So
yeah.
It's the only ring I have that does fit. That's crazy, and even then it's a little big. But
I had to get a new wedding ring because my other one fit, and because it's all my other ring's all hammered hand forged hammered thing, so you can't just cut it and resize it. So
I have the same problem, yeah.
So yeah, I just got another one. It's kind of has a similar feel because I'm a big rose gold fan. Because I really like copper's my favorite thing ever, but you can't get copper because it tarnishes, so you gotta go rose gold.
Yeah, mine's kind of like that too. It's got a pattern on it. I couldn't have it fixed, so I just once I lost a certain amount of weight, it's been sitting in the safe. Like it'll fit on my middle finger now on this hand, and it's still too loose. So I'm gonna have to. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I don't know it's gonna.
Yeah. So Tanya
I'm going with that.
She asked about the NSV retreat. The NSV retreat is not a meet and greet. It's about pushing yourself, and it's not the same thing at all. So I'll be at the NSV retreat. And you're going, right?
That's the plan.
Depending on how the world spins, and
I got some shit. I got some irons in the fire right now. My little epiphany, my little breakthrough moment, set my priorities, and I got to take care of some stuff.
Very good.
Once we get that taken care of, we'll see.
They're called Pandora bracelets. Thanks,
yes,
Jennifer Ricketts. I'm still trying to see if anybody said who that guy is I was talking about.
Yes, Orlando Bloom. The movie was in here, and I can't fucking find it now. I love it when like 30% of the comments just disappear.
You have to hit the see more.
La, 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 la.
Heaven's Gate or something.
Yeah, Heaven's Gate, something like that. I saw it in here earlier, but
Penis of Heavens.
Gone now.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you guys watched that movie. That's
Kingdom of Heaven, right? Is it
Kingdom of Heaven? That's it.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, that it kind of reminded me, the new Dracula movie kind of reminded me of that with some vampire shit. With some superhero shit.
That sounds awesome. Vampire shit.
It was pretty cool. Speaking of vampire, we went to the plantation where the Interview with Vampire, the exterior shots were shot at. Anyway, in New Orleans.
I saw that picture. That was cool. Yeah.
I got a picture of the House of the Rising Sun. I took a picture in front of it, and yeah. Anyway, sorry.
There is a house in Charming Town. Very cool.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I had this Bloody Mary with pickled okra in it, and it was amazing.
Really?
Oh my god, it was so good, and I hate okra.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying to think of all the things we had in Oz that just blew my mind. I love the kangaroo steak. That was a no-brainer. The sausage
what
rolls
did it
were
taste like?
awesome.
What did
Kangaroo.
it? Mm-hmm.
Well, it was first of all it was marinated. So we're walking. So let me tell the story. It's kind of fun. I don't know if I told the whole story, but so we're
Oh, sorry.
exactly. So Mel and I are walking through the grocery store when we get back to Queensland,
Yeah,
and we're
you
just
told
picking
the
up.
story.
I did tell the story.
You
Okay,
did tell the
never
story.
mind.
You did on your thing. But anyway,
Okay.
and I watched your video. Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
We're walking past the meat section, and I'm just kind of enjoying. Hey, how are the grocery stores here a little different? And I look over, and it says kangaroo, and I'm like, that's not fucking kangaroo meat. They don't eat those. And I'm like, Mel, is this really kangaroo? She's like, yeah. I'm like, can we have that for dinner? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So we got it, and she took it back and she seared it and let it relax, and then she let it just kind of sit, and then we cut it up, and I think we had it that night with potatoes and carrots and peas, and then the next day for lunch I had the rest of it, I think. So it was cool, and it was nice because it was like small steaks and just the two of us eating it. So I think the kids might have had some of it too. I take that back. And then it was only like I made 2 meals, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was really good. But it tastes because of the marinade. I can't give you the exact taste, but it's a very. It's almost like when you have like a very rare beef, like very tender rare beef, but just very zesty and tasty. Tasty.
But
Mel's watching
so
comment.
did it have its own own flavor, or did it taste? Was it more beefy, more chickeny, more gamey, more?
I didn't notice any particular. No, it had more of that beef kind of consistency taste, and the
Mm,
texture was just very tender, kind of like a tender beef. That's all I can really think of.
like a buffalo?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kind of like buffalo. Yeah,
Mm.
very lean like that for sure.
I love me some buffalo,
Yeah,
man.
I told Mel if you ever come out here, we're gonna go get buffalo because that's kind of the.
Elk, gotta get some elk.
Yeah,
That's
the
good.
elk's good too. Yep. Very good stuff. And then
Uh,
the sausage rolls were awesome. I love sausage rolls. I'm gonna figure out how to make them. Matter of fact, because I'm thinking if you took carrots and some vegetables and you like minced them down and you mix that in with the sausage, you could cut some of the calories out and still get the volume.
are they blood sausage or is it
No,
sausage?
it's just like it looks like it's just beef, but I could be wrong. But it's like beef and breadcrumbs and veggies, and you just kind of
So
blend
instead
it
of
all into like
pork,
a paste. Yeah, maybe
like we use
pork.
pork.
Almost
Yeah.
like a paste consistency, and then you put it in like a almost like a croissant roll, but you roll it up and then you bake it, and
Like
that's really
pigs in a
good, man.
blanket. Pig in a blanket.
Yeah, exactly, kind of like that. Yeah,
Huh.
and you can make them different ones. Like we had a bacon. What do we had? A bacon ham cheese one. We had a regular one. It was cool. Yeah, it was good.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm trying to see if we have any questions. We don't really. Oh, Lauren says that Seattle was amazing. Shout out to the Pacific Northwest. A slew of people saying Kansas City isn't that bad, and you're fucking liars.
I hear that about Cleveland all the time too. When I've been there.
Yeah. Detroit rocks.
Cover me. I'm going for gas. And then so we got the NSV retreat coming up next year. What else we got coming up? What's up next?
I don't know, but they're asking about there's a Spartan race too, but the next thing we're probably doing is Mardi Gras.
Right. So that would be the next thing that's the next thing on the radar. I got to get through the end of the year here. I think I'm going to lay low the rest of the year, but yeah, definitely for beginning of next year.
Man, we're gonna have everybody here. So my family flies in. There's 9 members of my family flying in, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 9 or 10 members of Jenny's family flying in a few days after that. So we're gonna have like an additional 18 people here for a couple days, but the way they split it up, it'll probably pretty much be 9 and 9. So anyway, that's gonna be crazy during December when everybody's out here for the day of that. Like, how do you have a day to celebrate a fictional character? I don't understand it. Like, how does that work?
There
Like,
we go.
how could I just make up like the tortoise chicken hog was born in blah blah day, so now you get to get 2 weeks off of school, and you gotta give me a bunch of shit. Like, how do you do that? How do you make a holiday like that out of an imaginary character?
If you figure it out, let me know, because there's got to be some real money in that. So
Because I mean, even if they didn't, even if we're, and I'm not necessarily talking about Jesus. Maybe I'm talking about Santa Claus.
that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was talking about Jesus.
I
But
figured that too.
I don't know how that happens. You know why? Because the pagans had the holiday. They had the winter solstice, and then the Christians, they're like, well, wait a minute. We're not original thinkers, so let us take your holiday.
Okay, so we do have some actual questions here. Not too far. So Jennifer wants to know, Phil, what did you have on the beach with Mel? Some meat thing. It was a meat
Didn't
pie.
Mel have a meat thing, or was it you that had?
I don't need your fucking help with this, please. I got enough problems. It was a meat pie. It was an official Australian meat pie with sauce. So.
Oh man, you know the best meat pies they got is these. They got a place called the Jerk Hut here, and it's a Jamaican meat pies.
I didn't know we even had them.
I don't know if you do. I live in Tampa.
That's true. Good point. Maybe they have them in Jamaica too. I don't know.
They do have them in Jamaica, but anyway, it's a jerk place, and oh man, so good. Sorry, just reminded me.
No problem. And then she also wanted to know, when. Oh fuck, Phil, when are you going to fill us in on everything? No more vague booking. I will fill you in on everything when the innocent are properly protected, and I can take all the heat for the conversation. So that may be a while. That may be quite a while. It doesn't just involve me, so I have to continue vague booking. I'm sorry. And then Lauren wants to know, is Phil going to continue to do his weekly updates on this channel? Yes, I will continue to do the weekly updates on the Fat Kings channel.
I'll probably go back to Tyrone. I'll go back to not doing updates on Tyrone.
Right. There you go. So I'll continue for the time being. Unless shit gets really hairy and I need to take a break, but I'll let you guys know. And there's a possibility of that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna start doing updates again because I was doing the whole 10-pound weight loss thing after New Orleans, but then I lost all the weight too quick, so I didn't get a chance to do it because I lost it.
Yeah, I was looking through the questions again.
Tiny saying that we should go to Chicago for the meet and greet in March. Chicago, not another city I'm interested in visiting.
Yeah, that would require going through O'Hare, and I would rather pull my eyeballs out with a rusty spoon. I hate that fucking airport.
Really? I don't mind it. It's kind of cool because unless they updated it, it's like I wasn't there too long ago, and it looked like it was 1980. Like they had had like the neon lights and the.
And every time I connect through there, delayed out the ass. It never goes well. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna tag up more. Look, the wait for me to stop vague booking will be worth it if everything gets to where it should be. Just
it won't be. I know what he's vague booking about, and it's just not worth it.
It's totally worth it.
It's not worth it at all. You're gonna be like, oh really?
I'm just trying to get them to stop. Shit.
What else we got?
It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Let's see what else we got.
I got.
That's a Dane Cook thing, by the way. Let's see. Phil, are the rumors true? Vague booking, yes or no, will work. Vague booking apparently does work. People are very interested in vague booking. Let's see. What else?
Questions? I'm not seeing any of those.
Tanya says you'll see us for Thanksgiving. She did say that.
Yeah,
I didn't know they were coming here.
Yeah, no, they're coming here.
You get all the guests.
Yes,
awesome.
I live in Tampa, so.
Doug wants to know, is the NSV retreat the zipline place? I believe it is the zipline place.
But they don't have it has zip lines as like their main attraction, but they have like kayaking, they got horseback riding, they got all kinds of other shit. Jennifer asked about it too, about is the website almost done? No, because I've been working on iOS Mojo, right? So I got all this stock. So I think they want to say glass screensavers or screen protectors for the iPhone 6. Anyway, I got all my stock in, and I was trying to get the store done, but I started using Magento, and then you can do multiple domains off of it, and I have multiple companies, so I was like, oh, well, I'll just roll all my companies into this. So then But then you have to do a bunch of stuff with some add-on domains and then but anyway, and then getting my SSLs all taken care of in order, it's where I keep everybody's information safe and blah blah. So I haven't finished that up, but that's more important than getting NSV done. So as soon as that's done, then the NSV will get done. And then some people are asking about the app that I was making. So I was gonna make the Run Fat King Run, which there's so many of those apps out there. I don't know if I'm still gonna do that or not. But I mean, it's
whatever that was.
App and all that stuff. So I would have to publish under my name, and then once it made the company switch over, I'd have to publish a new app, and you wouldn't get any of the updates if you got the one under my name. So I'm waiting for Apple to get all the shit completed that takes to transfer it over from personal account to a business account to a corporate account. But then you have to have this DUNS number from Dun & Bradstreet, so I had to go through all this shit to get my DUNS number, and then you have to wait 14 days before you can get. Anyway, so that's what's going on with the application.
Groovy.
I'm sure people really want to know.
I love Apple. Everybody loves Apple. No, that's fine.
Yeah, and I had a temper tantrum. I said, I'm going to Android. I'm not really moving to Android. I just was so pissed.
You had a TJ moment. We've seen them before.
Anybody, if you spend 3 days or more with me, you're going to see a temper tantrum. That's the longest I can go without turning into a fucking teenage bitch. It's like 3 days.
That's okay. You turn into teenage bitch, and I cry. It's great. It's awesome. Getting Thin Gwendolyn says, do you both still plan on doing the show until you get the replacements?
Yep.
Yeah, we do plan on doing that. So.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll pretty much Fat Kings back to usual Thursday.
Especially with the time of year, it's just a good time of year for us here in the States, being winter and going into the fall and going into winter rather. Probably a little easier. Be home. We'll be able to do it. It's not as big a deal. Although you do live in a place where it never really gets cold, but.
Yeah. It was like a brisk 72 this morning. I think it was horrible. Yeah. I thought about putting a windbreaker on with my shorts, but then I decided not to.
It's that time of the year where in the morning you need to wear a jacket, but when you get off work you don't need it, so you forget your jacket at work all the time. So now tomorrow morning I'll be freezing my ass off.
Usually Halloween is when Colorado gets their first snow. That's pretty much the way it works. It's weird though, because Colorado, it'll get really cold in October, first part of November, and then it kind of goes through this like warm cycle, like in the 50s. True. Like you get a taste of spring, and then all of a sudden it comes back, and you get the most snow you get all year in like March.
Right.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And it's a wet snow in March too. It's not that dry stuff you get used to.
Right.
You're out there breaking your back shoveling that shit. That shit's heavy. So.
I usually get pissed because I would shovel the walk in South Dakota, and then the snowplow would come and fucking push it all back on my sidewalk. But we lived on base, and you're required to keep your sidewalk clear. So then I'd have to double shovel. And then on top of that, this is turning into me bitching show. But there was they maintain a certain amount of it, right? So if a house is vacant or if it's a communal area, they maintain it. So it was all communal area next to us because there was tennis courts and all that shit. And then our house, and then the house next to us was vacant. So there's 26 feet of sidewalk there, but they wouldn't. They would plow up to it, stop, lift it up, drive their four-wheeler over my snow, making it nice and packed.
Making it nice and hard to move, yeah, packed down.
And then drop their plow and go. I'm like, can't you just do that extra 26 fucking? You're on a four-wheeler. I could see if you were hand shoveling it, but anyway.
So wrong.
My life is so rough.
It's horrible. Now you have to go walk all the way to the beach every day and fish. It's terrible.
I know, it's 2 blocks away. I've been getting skunked lately though. But I've gotten some pretty good pictures. Most of those pictures I don't retouch, and a lot of people,
I know they've been pretty amazing. It's hard to believe that they're just.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, vibrant color, a lot of way to edit it or something. But no, that's just the way it fucking looks. I mean, there's some in there that are edited, but they're way blown out of control, so they're edited. But the rest of them, no, it's just that fucking beautiful here. Every morning.
Doug says, it's supposed to be 83 in Denver tomorrow, but a long-ass drive to fish for jacks. Ain't that the truth, brother? You know what, Doug, man, I owe you an apology. I've been meaning to hit you up and see about just getting together and chatting and stuff since you're one of the well, there are WLS people around here, and the girls never seem to want to hook up. So we'll see if we can get together and catch up, man. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, you need to do it soon because Doug is talking about moving down here to Tampa.
Oh boy, he's moving from one fat king to the other.
That's right.
How it is. I neglected him.
Well, no, well, him and Jenny are actually more Penny. Fucking everybody knows it's Jenny. Him and Jenny are better friends than me and Doug are, so that she's like, oh, I just want to let you know I invited Doug drops away to come stay with us. And I was like,
nice.
Okay.
Why not? Yeah.
No, I mean, not like stay with us, but when he comes out to look around, he'll probably stay here.
Sweet.
Yeah, he looks just like fucking hell. I put his picture up. He's the dude. IMDb it.
Still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Say it again because you cut out.
That's the dude who has the alien come out of his stomach.
Oh, yeah.
That guy looks just like Doug Drops His Way.
Oh, okay.
They look fucking identical. It's not like, oh, you kind of. No, they look like twin fucking brothers, like doppelgangers all the way.
Okay.
But, sorry, I got this for my birthday from some friends of ours, from Jessica and David, if you're watching. Thank you. I'm making use of it. I don't normally drink Jack. Normally I'm a Crown drinker, but
well, every once in a while you got to mix it up.
I made a really nasty statement. I said that Jack Daniels was the poor man's Crown Royal, but I don't think that's true. I kind of am liking the taste of Jack Daniels.
You're retracting that statement?
I think so. I am.
That reminds me. Cinnamon sugar vodka went over big in Australia, man. Mel kind of talked about it on her video, but we took that bottle over to the party, and I think it lasted 15 minutes max. It was gone.
My problem with cinnamon vodka is that you have to just drink it. Like, it doesn't mix with anything. It's just for shooting.
It's shooting or sipping. Either one works.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yes, for you, it would be sipping with the fucking pinky up. For me...
Oh, you fucker, stop it. Fuck you and everybody who looks like you. They're already fucked if they look like you. Oh, shit.
And somebody else in the community, I'm not going to say who because I don't know the status of it, came out, and I just want to let everybody know that I'm straight. I just want to come out and be clear about it that I am a straight male.
Thank you for sharing.
But anyway, to the person who came out, I don't want to say it because he kind of alluded to, he's still going to tell family, and he hadn't made it totally public and stuff. Congratulations to you, and I hope everything goes well.
I'd say anybody who finds the comfort level to, admit what they want and who they are, and live life brave.
That's got to be. I can't imagine what that's like to have to, like, I would imagine whenever you come out, I mean, I would think that, it's scary to do, but once you come out, like, the amount of weight that would be lifted off your shoulders would be immense, like, living this, like, secret, like, it's not a lie, you're not really lying about it, but there's this whole part of you that you just have to keep contained, like, I think
that life of vague booking.
Man, no, I'm talking about just gay people in general. Before they come out, I mean, it just, I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine having to carry around that weight of not being able to just be open. Like whenever you're like 12, putting on makeup and wearing high heels. I don't.
I just can't believe that in this day and age. I just find it sad that it's a big fucking deal still. Like, okay, you're gay. I just don't give a shit. Why would I?
It has no bearing on anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's like being gay or straight is strictly a sexual act for the most part, right? I mean, that's it.
Yeah,
it has nothing else to do like with your work life or sports or the car you drive or it has no bearing on anything but sex, right?
True.
I just don't think that's that big a deal. I don't know how people can. We were watching the show, and he's like, so my parents, they explained to me about gay guys, and they're like, well, son, how me and your father love each other. And he was talking about his mom said this. Well, that me and your dad, we love each other. Well, two men can love each other like that, too. And he's like, really? And she's like, yeah. And you know what they do, son? He's like, no, Mom, what do they do? Well, they get together, and they hug, and they kiss, and they take their clothes off, and then they shit all over the Bible.
Oh, my God.
It was awesome. Anyway.
That's terrible, dude. That is so fucking terrible. Oh, my God. It started so well.
I know.
Christ. All right, that's on that happy note. Fuck. So I think we say we call it, and that's been about an hour, but pretty close.
Oh, has it? I don't fucking know. I'm in a time warp right now.
So Mel says, for you, and you particularly like this, cinnamon sugar vodka mixed with Kahlua and milk and ice. That sounds like a win for you.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I think I tried that. It's just the cinnamon is so overpowering. To me, it's like it's just Goldschlager without the gold, right? I mean, that's what it tastes like to me.
Not to me, not at all. But she did not make me one of those while I was there, so now I have to go back so that she can make me one of those.
Make me a drink, bitch.
That's exactly how I was going to phrase it. Too funny. Although she did make us Kahlua coffees one night, which was cool. So.
Now, was it midnight Kahlua or regular Kahlua?
It was regular.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in this week. We will be back next week. And we'll have one of these rambly shows probably, unless we come up with some brilliant idea between now and then. Until then, thank you everybody down under. I miss you guys tons, and we'll catch you again soon. Till then, remember, it's good to be the king.